Okay guys, so we're gonna go take a look at some areas of some hayfields that notoriously branches fall down from the nor'easter that comes through. So we're gonna take the Kubota and the MS-250 and do a little bit of cleanup, try and save ourselves a little bit of pain and maybe some broken pickup teeth. So yeah, let's go for a ride. Okay, here we are. So we're gonna chop these up. Technically they belong to that property owner, but that property owner is really nice, and so we're just gonna chop it up and probably put it in a neat little pile. And she shouldn't have to deal with it. Not too big of a deal to me. So yeah, we're gonna chop all this stuff up. Now this is these are the things that are going to cause problems. So put these in a place where they're not going to pose a threat to the equipment. Yeah, so as you know, last year this didn't get hayed, and a lot of this stuff I tried to get out. You couldn't really see it. It was just buried. You can see this one starting to disappear and break apart. These branches are pretty flimsy, so a lot of the times you go to pick them up and they just fall apart on you. So anyway, field's starting to look pretty good. Timothy's coming in nice and healthy. Probably on average about 2 feet tall right now, at least the seed heads anyway. It's not quite as leafy as it could be. I do really want to come put down some nitrogen. Problem is getting the tractor out here. What I really need, I need a setup kind of like what CRS-LYRN has. Get myself a gator or a quad and put like a 35-40 gallon tank on it, put down some liquid nitrogen, or a small broadcast spreader on the back of a quad would probably do me some good. So but I have been hemorrhaging money like crazy lately between the truck and the welder and some repairs around the house. Getting ready to pick up a couple of steers here, hopefully soon. I need to build a fence out in the very back. Probably gonna be $300 or $400 worth of fencing material, and need to build a loafing shed or something, some sort of shelter for them. So it's all going to start adding up. There's actually, I can't remember the name of the company, but they make it's a shelter for livestock, and it, sorry about the wind here guys, it mounts to regular cattle fence. So it just clamps to it, so you get 3 12-footers. Maybe you guys have seen them. And you make a C shape And this stuff just, it clamps to it, and it's kind of just a good, quick, durable shelter. So I may end up doing that. I don't know how it would hold up to wind and all that, but so anyway, yeah, a quad and a sprayer probably isn't gonna happen right away. So, but the fields are coming along good. They're not lacking too bad. But yeah, you can see those trees, those things throw the branches out here pretty far. Here's the tracks where I tried to come out a few months back during a freeze. That didn't work out so good. But yeah, see this stuff, sometimes it's really hard to see. But I know this area last year when I hated, it ended up with a lot of this type of material in the bales. So I mean, luckily that was all pretty much sold for bedding, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna stop jabbering here and start cutting. For all you safety Nazis out there, yes, I'm going to drop start it. I didn't lose my leg. Hey guys, I just wanted to interrupt this real quick to talk a little bit about chainsaw safety and the way that I do things. So it seems like every chainsaw or gun video that's out there, it just gets ripped on, you know, so hard and picked apart by the safety Nazis. So I appreciate safety. I have been the safety manager in the past at places that I work. I want to keep my limbs. I like my feet just right where they're at. I like my hands and my legs. I want to go home to my wife at the end of the day. So trust me, I try very hard to be safe. So I'm not going to put a safety vest on and chaps and a hard hat and special gloves and special boots to go out and chop up some small fallen limbs that are in a hayfield. So I try my very best to be safe. Am I perfect? No. But there's a lot of things that I do here on the property and out in the hayfields that would be considered unsafe. And for those that really want to pick apart all the things that I do unsafely, you're just wasting your time. So just wanted to touch on that real quick. So yeah, I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope that maybe you guys practice better safety practices than I do. But anyway, back to the video. One field down, on to the next. On the way to the other field, I remembered something I wanted to show you guys. One thing I need to do on this crap spreader is pull this plate off and put a new gasket on it. It's been leaking pretty bad. This happened when I bought it. So at some point somebody serviced this and they put this in the wrong orientation, so the bracket was I think it was facing up, and you couldn't put an SMV sign on it. So when I bought it, I said, hey, I need to tow this thing home, and I can't put this SCV or slow moving vehicle sign on it. So they said, oh cool, yeah, no problem, we'll flip it around for you. And when they did, instead of just removing the 2 bolts and moving it, they removed all of them, and it didn't go right. So it needs to get new gasket, so I need to do that before I can get out in the field. And otherwise there's couple of welds that I need to make on the frame. So over there, you can see there's a pretty bad crack. There's one right there, and you can see there's one right there that's starting to get pretty bad. So I want to take care of those. There's another one before I get out there, but otherwise manure spreader's ready to go. So we're headed out to the back of the property. On the other side of the fence line is one of my other hay fields, and when the nor'easter comes through, comes in this way, and any branch that has any amount of weakness to it falls into that field. So a couple of months ago I went back and I cleaned some of it up, but you can see the pasture is starting to green up some. It's you know, for being an overgrazed pasture, it's actually doing okay. We don't expect to get too much grazing time out of it, but so this is where the cows are going to go. I need to fence this off, and there's still you know, decent amount of clearing that I need to do. I want to clean up underneath these trees, so I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with cleaning all those up, but yeah, there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done yet. So I'm probably going to put the shelter just on the other side of that one tree right there, and yeah, it should be a good home for them. So we're gonna go around the back here and climb through the blackberry vines and over a barbed wire fence. All right. So this field could use some fertilizer too. It yielded real well last year. I think we, so this is about a 4.5 acre field, and we got somewhere in the neighborhood of 350 bales, I think. I honestly can't remember. I know it was up well into the mid 300s. So pretty happy with it. I just talked to the owner of this field, and he sold his other place. So a couple miles over that way, there's a property up on a hill. It has the power lines on it that fried my camera. So he sold it, and so I may not be haying that field. I kind of wasn't planning on it, but the other part of me was thinking, well, we're getting more and more animals, and I still like to sell a good bit of hay. So if I want to keep adding creatures to the property, and I still want to make money selling hay, then I'm gonna probably have to take some of those fields that I don't really want to. So sometimes that's just what you got to do. But this field's actually pretty dry. I can definitely get out here with the tractor and put some fertilizer down. So the soil in this area, as I mentioned in almost every video, it's clay. It usually keeps a pretty low pH, somewhere in the low to mid 5s, and so basically every field in this area is you know, it's in dire need of lime. So potassium is actually pretty good. I've had a few of these fields tested now, and right around 160 parts per million, so it's not that bad. Now phosphorus, yeah, could use some help there too. So I'm thinking about getting some maybe some 2020 0 if I can get it, or 2020 maybe 2020. I don't usually go through my my co-op to get it. I just go to our local farm supply place. Every once in a while, Tractor Supply has some really good deals on 50-pound bags of fertilizer. So, but yeah, this is definitely dry enough. So we're supposed to get some weather in the 70s. It's supposed to get pretty nice here, and yeah, so we're looking probably 3 to 4 weeks. This will be ready to bale. But yeah, so I guess that's going to do it for this video. This actually was a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be. We've had a couple of windstorms come through that were really nasty since I cleaned up last. So this is shaping up to be pretty good. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Appreciate it. We will catch you on the next video. I'll be doing a repair video on the Kubota, fixing that other leak here pretty quick. So yeah, you guys take good care. I wish you all the best, and we'll see you soon.